Hey guys, welcome to whatever episode of Brown Sock Tuesday this is, and today we have
Brown Sock
Tuesday.
That was a weird beginning.
and we can fix it.
Okay. Lauren,
Jacob.
Pelican.
Pelican.
Daniel, Pelican.
And then boots and cats.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Okay.
Okay. So, Gamescom's a thing that
It's a game conference in Germany that's going on right now. Basically, all the games that were announced during E3, they're pretty much just showing like actual gameplay trailers of.
Yeah. I mean,
Not a lot's really being announced there.
Yeah, and it'll be finished by the time this is out.
yeah,
Should be.
But
By the way, that beep was Daniel's computer.
my
yeah,
computer just a little beep.
it'll be. So we don't have much on that this week.
Because it's just basically gameplay. If you want to go look at gameplay, you can just type in Gamescom and whatever
2014.
2014
The best
and,
idea.
whatever game you want to see gameplay of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
Dance is gonna.
Other than that, let me
What?
see. Well, I did watch the new Call of Duty trailer for like their multiplayer because I was fucking
Yeah.
like bored and I was like, whatever, I'll watch it because I'm just not in Call of Duty anymore. It just looks like Titanfall. Like really,
Yeah.
that's all it looks like.
it seems
now.
like that's what it's evolving to.
Is that the Advanced Warfare?
Eventually, I think
It
like
literally looks
343.
like it literally looks like Titanfall. Like everybody's
So funny.
double jumping and shit. I mean,
So thinking about that, I saw I was on Steam just because I checked my
Flopping
Steam.
around.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Modern Warfare's on sale already. It's not even out yet. It's like, I'm probably not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare.
Advanced Warfare.
Okay.
It was whatever it was. And
It's
then I
like, that's
also
old.
saw,
you saw a tippy tap on your monster can.
yeah, I was just looking at games and Sniper Elite. I was like, oh, Sniper Elite
Which one?
3. I was looking at that and I was like, oh, that's a really cool game. So and I
Yeah.
was like, I might get Sniper Elite 2 just so I can learn the game. And like looking at all the comics, all the reviews of the game,
Comments.
all the reviews from the game
Yeah.
are like, shot Hitler in the balls, 10 out of 10.
Would play again. Just to shoot Hitler in the balls again.
Like it's like there's only like 12 comments, but all of them are like, great game, gotta shoot Hitler in the balls. I'm just like, okay then. It was an interesting.
Yeah.
To me, it was really funny. And that's the interesting thing that happened for me this
Yeah.
week.
Well,
So do you guys believe in ghosts?
I kind of want to say yes, but not really.
Are you Christian?
No.
Okay.
Way to bring religion into this.
No,
I used to
actually-
be, if that counts for anything.
Actually, religion has something to do
It
with
does,
this.
but it's
Because in
not
the
a
Bible,
good
ghosts are
subject.
mentioned. as
not a good
thing.
subject for things.
But
so.
I'm just saying, if you're Christian,
All right.
Well, religious
Lauren.
views.
he's a Lauren.
Lawrence here.
I am whatever I am.
Yeah, I don't really believe in ghosts, but like if I go to a place that's like
I do
really,
believe
like,
in souls, though.
scary and like ran down and everything, and then people start telling like ghost stories and shit, I'll scare myself. I'll like start to scare myself and I'll get paranoid that ghosts actually exist even though I know they don't and I don't believe in them.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Aw, your background's the half Christmas cake. Aw.
Yeah. It's been
That's awesome.
it's been my background since half Christmas because
Oh,
And
gosh, sis.
Along those lines, like, do you believe in souls?
No, I believe in conscious minds and personalities.
You?
I'm not gonna get into this conversation.
Yeah, I'm
anymore
not
than I
going to
have
go
to.
any farther into the other belief
Alright,
systems
whatever.
of it, but
Do you guys believe in other life?
yes, definitely.
So do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster?
Probably not.
No, I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, it's a pretty small lake.
Nice.
Loch.
Yeah, it is.
Like Loch Ness.
Actually, we went in my geology class. We actually went through why there's no possible way that the Loch Ness monster could possibly exist in that lake.
Loch, but
Loch, whatever. Yeah.
It translates
Lake
to like
Loch.
yeah.
same thing. So yeah, Loch Ness monster, Bigfoot, all that
I mean,
shit.
Pumas.
If we really wanted to figure out if there was something in that lake, we have sonar. We have.
Yeah.
We could map the entire lake bed. I think it's
Yeah.
just.
It's
we
not
could find
deep
every
enough.
fish in that.
I think the idea of it is why people haven't done that yet.
Mhm.
People like the mystery.
They don't
or
want to
whatever.
disprove it yet,
Yeah.
just because it probably draws a little bit of tourists.
Even though it's already been
to-
disproved because there's
Just
way.
no
Yeah,
possible
it's,
way. Yeah.
It's irrational, like people who believe in Sasquatch.
Squatch is real.
You ever seen
I
that
don't-
show, The Squatch Hunters?
I haven't seen
oh
any-
my
It's,
god.
it's a bunch of
evidence.
guys walking through the forest.
Yeah,
thinking
basically
about-
they walk through the
No.
forest and they hear a sound like, that was definitely a
No.
Squatch.
Squatch in these
No.
woods.
We didn't get film, but that was definitely a Squatch for sure. This has been a good day.
When you hear when
Kinda
you
like
hear a
Ghost
twig
Hunters.
snap, they're like, "What was that commercial break?" Fucking. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's
the
too, and it's like,
best.
oh, it was a squirrel.
That's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
just a
comes
squirrel.
back and it's like,
Just
what
a
was
squirrel.
that? Oh, sorry, I stepped on. Like, oh, okay.
It's like, that's the show.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. They have a lot of cliffhangers, but no.
Oops. Yeah, Squatch. Myrtle Point has a big thing for Squatch because people in our school go on Squatch hunts all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Like
kidding?
legitimate
Yeah.
Squatch.
Yeah,
oh my
dude.
God.
It's sad.
No, it's like it's not even like.
Did they find any Bigfoot prints?
Yeah,
They say they do.
they see Squatch all the time.
They're also the type of people that find kittens as target practice, as we
Are
found
they
out.
also the people that smoke every day?
smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
God.
That's them.
Myrtle Point. I live there. Not really from there.
Yeah, we're like
I
the
don't like to attach my name to it.
we're the odd people out of these groups of areas.
Yeah, I mean,
We're the odd people out of these groups, various.
out of these groups of areas. Dan Hodge, 2014.
Uh,
Oh my god. Yeah.
We're the odd group out of this area.
Isn't there like what other mystery like beings are there? There's like the swamp rattler,
the swamp.
whatever the
The
fuck.
swamp monster.
The chupacabra?
Chupacabra.
I actually believe in the chupacabra. It's my dog. She's outside.
She sucks the blood out of sheep.
Goats, motherfucker.
Whatever.
Actually, both.
Yeah.
So
Mostly goats for my dog.
So your dog does that?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think
She has.
Sure.
she might
Okay.
eat the goat. Don't
The
think
ducks may swim on the lake.
like
My
My
daddy.
daddy owns the lake. God.
All right.
There's the Jersey Devil.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have no idea what
Very
that
popular.
is.
Basically, it's like, it's supposed to be like a big bat, half humanoid type thing.
I have no idea.
It's supposed to be.
yeah.
It's supposed to be
I think I might have heard of
like
that.
humanoid, but it's got like bat wings, and nobody ever has a clear picture of it. So it's just like a dark figure with bat wings, and it's supposed to live in the forests near Jersey.
Everybody say yeah if you see the leprechaun. Say yeah. Funny
Yeah.
video. That's how I feel about every like fictional being. Is I feel like there's some crappy video out there. Of,
Yeah. Let's see. God, what are they called? Abominable snowmen.
Yetis.
Yetis. Yeah.
Hey, I believe in Yetis.
Do you? Do you really believe
He's
in Yetis?
stroking our Yeti mic.
Oh.
That's why he says he's believing in Yetis.
It was just a really dumb joke.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's good.
So, made some shirts. I might.
Oh yeah,
Put it up
we did
and
make
stuff.
some shirts.
God.
I don't think you should have them on the front page though.
Not the
Maybe
front,
like-
but like. Well,
throw
do you
'em
want
in
us
there.
to show one of them?
Put one of them in the thumbnail.
We'll choose which one later.
Yeah.
But we can at least say what they said at least.
Sure, go for it.
I don't have
Uh,
any idea.
Oh.
One of them was. Let me find it. 1 second.
So, while Dan's doing that, I'm curious what you guys think is the best genre of gaming.
I love all genres of gaming.
That's not true because I've never seen you play
Besides
some.
country.
I don't know. There's a lot of different types. I guess it doesn't really matter to me what genre it is, as long as the game is like good enough for me to want to play it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm open for most things. MMORPGs aren't typically my thing, but I will. I'll play it.
I play
And
a
also
lot of those.
turn-based RPGs.
I don't know what. I mean, I played a lot.
Turn-based RPGs, Pokemon. So yeah, I kind of grew up on that.
Yeah, me too.
And
I
I have a couple
haven't
other
played Pokemon.
games
Like
that are
Final
turn-based.
Fantasies. Have
Yeah, turn-based.
I've turn-based, and I really loved playing.
Yeah.
I like 10. That was my favorite Final Fantasy game.
Honestly, I haven't played any but the first one, and I barely played it.
Yeah, and everyone. There's so much disagreement in that community.
Yeah,
about which
between
one's
whether it's good or bad.
bad. Yeah, and I'm just like, I just like 10.
Yeah.
People are like 10 too. I'm like, no, just 10.
I like sandbox, big but like expansive sandbox stuff.
Yeah.
Like if Assassin's Creed was just like multiplayer. I understand there is multiplayer, but what I mean is like,
Free roam type sandbox.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And if you could just free roam around in the world with your friend, that'd be cool. The only game I've seen that's tried to do that so far is Far Cry 4, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
See, I like that, but I don't know, like, I don't really like Far Cry 4's, like, I don't like that it's first person and the world is, like, so big, like,
Why?
I don't know, like, when you get to a certain point where worlds are, like, super big, first person to me, like, it's not enough.
It kind
I
of takes
guess,
away
yeah,
from what
it-
you're saying.
it's
Third
like-
person.
It's hard to, like, feel everything in the level or, like, see everything in the level if you're in first person. I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of agree with that because, like, in the Legend of Zelda series, it seemed very like you feel like you're in that.
I
That's awesome.
prefer first person to third person.
I was about to ask.
I
which
do
one-
too, but
Which one?
there's certain things where it's appropriate to be third person.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer? Like, if you had to choose
Well,
first person or third person,
if I'm going for a shooter game, it's usually a first person.
Yeah.
Because I just
that makes
prefer
sense.
those.
Gears.
Gears is a good game though.
Yeah, I suck at Gears. So, like, absolutely suck. But if I'm going for, like, a role-playing game, I have to do third person because that allows me, like, the customizability,
Destiny.
which I love to have in RPGs because that's just, like,
you
a
can see
huge
yourself
part
in
of
third
them.
person,
Yeah, but
and it's odd.
So. Fuck.
So,
all right
fuck.
then.
What about you?
Well, fuck guys.
First or third? You haven't answered any of these questions.
Yeah, no. I've just been asking. I play a lot of RPGs and MMOs, so I've spent a lot of my time playing in third person. So a lot of my time, like gaming time, I've played in third person. And really, first person, I prefer third person over first person, personally.
Yeah.
That's just because I play a lot.
I prefer third person over first person, personally.
See how many persons I can get into one sentence.
But it really depends on the game for me. Like, I love Assassin's Creed. I like playing in third person there. I don't think first person would fit. But at the same time, I really love Dishonored, and
It's
first person fits
Yeah.
really well with that game.
Yeah, but you're not free running.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are
And
kind of.
Dishonored, I played it, but
Kind of.
not really.
I mean,
Hey.
not to the extent.
Not to the same extent, no, but
Like when you
it's
do-
also a different game. It's not meant
Yeah.
to be a copy and paste of anything. To my knowledge.
So, yeah, that new Assassin's Creed Rogue is coming out, supposedly.
November 11th.
Supposedly exclusive to 360
and PS3.
PS3.
I think they're going to do an HD port eventually.
yeah,
I don't know.
I would assume
I'm pretty
so.
sure they're gonna upgrade it to current gen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to get a.
current gen.
No, I need to get a tower for my laptop. I use a laptop for all my computer gaming, and it's not preferable. I do have a quad core, but it's graphics card slow as balls, and RAM sucks.
Yeah.
So it's.
It's a laptop.
It's a
Laptops
laptop.
are.
But it
Hard
runs
for
fine.
gaming.
I play Skyrim and shit.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I don't have to have like power. I have just hook up a corded Xbox controller and
Yeah.
fuck shit up.
Well, we recorded our first Let's Play of a video game for like the first time in since like last
In like
year,
6 months, yeah.
something like that.
No, it'd be almost a year.
Yeah.
Probably.
I wasn't
Probably.
involved in Soldier Side when you guys put up the last Let's
Yeah.
Play, so
Yeah.
that was a long
So
time
something
ago.
weird happened in the video. You'll see it if you watch it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
There was a problem
Aye.
with Jacob.
I was.
I was genuinely annoyed with that.
And
Yeah,
then
I
me
thought it was
too.
funny.
and then it prevented us from going further eventually.
Yeah. So we had to stop the video a little bit earlier than what we were planning, and
But that'll be up. on
It'll be
that-
up
on that
eventually.
day.
We're thinking
When's
maybe
this-
we
is
might
this-
post Fridays. We're not sure yet.
Mhm.
this will be next Tuesday.
Yeah.
next.
I
Tuesday.
have one on my laptop still.
Need to upload that as soon as possible.
Yeah. Also, we've had like technical problems with uploading our podcast, so we're probably just gonna release like 3 at one time.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
You can do that while we're here.
We're gonna catch
Yeah.
it up though, since it's a weekly thing. We're gonna put out 52 in a year. Because,
Because why
52
not?
weeks in a year. Yeah. So it'll all be there by the end of the year.
We promise.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
Other than that,
Yeah. We're hoping to go record a few more videos.
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hopefully, this time Dan doesn't disconnect the capture device before turning it off. It doesn't like fry his computer.
It didn't do that.
Fucking
I
crashed
thought
it. It
I was-
crashed it.
I was trying to pull the mic out.
And you're like, oh, let's pull this cord out.
I honestly thought
Wow.
that the cord that was plugged into the front was the capture
Capture.
card,
Yeah.
but it was just the mic, and I fucked it up. So, I'm not native to PC gaming,
Me either.
so it's very new and
very-
different for
very
me.
apparent.
Yes, very apparent for one. By the way, found out it was all your fault when we were trying to
it's
sit
all
easy
my
together.
fault.
How was it all his fault?
All
He
his
couldn't
fault.
figure out how to stand up, and standing up was his problem.
I pressed C. It's crouch, bro.
C is stand up.
Yeah, I pressed it. That wasn't the problem.
What was our problem?
Not going the right direction, which is the mouse.
Boom, Dan.
It was also the legs.
Okay.
Wait, so what happened while I was asleep?
No,
what happened
this
while I
was
was playing
before you were here.
Daniel and I played some shitty game.
Called Arma 2.
Oh, we fucking shouldn't have called it. I'm gonna get shit on.
Yeah.
But
I've never played Arma 2.
he ran up and he was fucking running around. He had the mouse and I had the keyboard. And I was, doing what I do, and he was like, doing what he does, and
Playful
didn't
buddies.
go well together. Didn't go well together.
And then I got Daisy, just because my friends wanted me to play it. Like, a few friends have told me, yeah, get it, and whatever. And I don't know how to play it still very well. And I went back into Arma 2 to play the training stuff. And what the hell?
And what the hell?
Shot the captain.
Sorry, yeah, I shot the captain. And I obviously didn't mean to.
Well, obviously you did if you were aiming at him and you pulled the trigger.
My dad always taught me. When you're
Only
holding
shoot
a gun, if you point it at anything, plan to kill it.
But that's the thing is you can't, turn it off. You can't, make it flop down. Or
Yeah.
actually,
you can't
probably
make your
can.
gun flop down.
It can't have a 90-degree angle.
Screw you guys.
Anyways,
What?
Lauren went to the bathroom, I'm guessing, because he just left.
I can't say anything about that because I've done it more than anybody else here.
Gone to the bathroom? Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
I
I
think
have a squirrel's bladder.
Yeah, you do.
We don't need to talk about that again.
Anyways, I am really, really, really,
Tired?
really. No, I don't know.
He's really, really,
You're
really,
stalling.
really,
Yeah.
I don't know
really
what-
stalling.
Like, I'm looking forward to a new game, but I don't know what I'm looking forward to. I know I'm
Destiny.
obviously looking forward to Destiny. That's completely obvious. But
I-
past that, I haven't really seen anything in the last year that really catches my eye for games that are coming out.
One thing that I did see was
Far Cry 4?
No.
Well, that's for you.
yeah. I play Divinity 2 Echo Draconis, which is an Xbox game. They have a new one. It's called Original Sin. I've watched a couple gameplay videos, and they changed the style so much.
What do you mean by style?
Cool. Echo Draconis is in it's like a third person,
Yeah.
but it's not the way that they played it. It's like you're by yourself, you're third person. And have you ever played like? Trying to think of a game that has that.
Fable?
Yeah. It's in a
I
Fable.
love Fable.
It's in a Fable like that
Yeah.
that
Type
angle camera, but then they changed it so that it's just an aerial view.
Oh.
That bugs me because
Top down.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like playing top down games.
It's not as fun as other things.
Yeah, I prefer playing the other style, and I think it's changed. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play it because they changed the franchise a lot.
Yeah, I've played games like games that change your camera. It can either make or break a game.
GTA.
Yeah. From the original to
Yeah.
what they're doing now.
GTA's the first one was a top-down game,
Yeah.
and then
Oh
now it's GTA 5.
Yeah.
It's a
And it's
great and
completely
powerful.
But yeah, like I've played like Kingdom Hearts, the first one. You play and there's like enemies around, and you're in third person the whole time, and you have to like fight them.
Mm-hmm.
But the camera isn't locked to your back; it's just locked to your character. So if you turn around and you're trying to fight somebody, it's looking at your face, and you can't see what you're fighting, so you don't know whether you should block or get out of the way
Yeah.
or just keep wailing. But then in the second one, they fixed it so the camera locks to your back, and you can lock onto enemies, so the camera will like stick to them. And that like made the game completely better. Like it made it so much nicer for fighting.
Well,
So-
yeah, if the camera's broken, what's the point of playing the
Yeah,
game?
and then
Like,
they
you can't
switched
play
it.
this.
And then they switched it back in a different game, and I don't remember which one it was.
It doesn't make sense.
But it was like one of the ones that came after that. They switched it back to what they had on the first one. It was like, oh no, this is so shitty. Switch it back because it worked perfectly in that one.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for this next wave of games to come out, though.
So it is every year.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. I'm not really looking
Far
forward
Cry
to
4.
like anything but Destiny.
Yeah,
see?
Destiny is the one that I'm most excited for.
There's like
and then AC Unity.
Oh
Far Cry
yeah,
4
Unity's
seems
coming
fun.
out.
See, we each have our one game in Destiny, but all I have is Destiny. Like, there's nothing I've seen that I really want.
Me
With the
neither.
Master Chief Collection, you could just like do other things like
And then, like-
Guardian Beta, whatever. It
Yeah.
is.
I
With
mean,
Master Chief Collection of Forge World.
Yeah,
Yes. Good.
it's got Forge. It's got Forge on Halo
Sweet.
2 maps.
World.
Maybe not because it's a
Forge
Halo
World?
Reach map.
I would see them maybe.
They
throwing
better
it in there.
because that was a really good map.
That is my favorite Halo map of all time.
But
As
Halo,
a
yeah, but
creator.
that seems weird because Halo Reach isn't in the bundle. So
yeah.
I wouldn't care if they threw it in. I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I just hope that they update the fucking Forge with more like pieces. You know?
Was I the only one that didn't hate ODST? Because I actually really enjoyed that game.
I didn't
Speaking
hate
of
it.
Halos.
I've never played it.
It was alright.
I thought it worked just
I-
fine.
For some reason,
I didn't dislike
whenever I
it.
talk to a bunch of people, they're like, "Oh, ODST sucked. It was so terrible." And
I liked
it's
its
like, I actually
firefight better
really
than I
liked it.
liked it in Reach.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
ODST's firefight was really fun.
And any firefight was really fun. It's gone now though.
Yeah,
Really
I
good.
preferred firefight to Spartan Ops.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Since Spartan Ops basically died, they'll probably do something else. Maybe they'll bring Firefight back.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, firefight. Get on that. 343. Get on fucked.
Because
Come on,
like
my gamer tag ends in 343.
it's totally different going from that C style game to the D style game, where like it's a totally different thing because the D style game is the horde mode type, and that's completely different from the C style game, which is like extra missions that are kind of like the campaign but aren't.
Yeah.
And like those are two totally different things. I don't know why they would have swapped them out because I love the horde type stuff, but I really don't like that secondary story mode stuff.
Yeah. Like honestly, I liked playing Firefight, but
That's just me though. I
in
know I'm weird.
Reach-
I'm weird about that.
like I really liked playing Firefight, but in Reach, the Firefight maps sucked. Like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like
Yeah, they
playing
weren't that good.
almost any of the Firefight maps in Reach.
Yeah, they're just cut from the campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. It just like if they're
Everything
gonna
else
do,
was ODST.
I think if they're gonna do Firefight, they just need to make maps like specifically for Firefight.
Yeah, just do a couple maps at least. There's some
Like they did that
don't
in
take it
Reach.
from
Like
the-
they added in a couple maps that were specifically for Firefight. But I don't know. I think if they're gonna do Firefight at all, they should just have their own maps.
Yeah.
Unless there's like
Yeah.
a really, really good place from the campaign or something.
So
Horde mode. Everybody loves it, right? Horde mode
I
in
do.
shooter video games.
I
Yeah.
do.
yeah.
I also kind of like them in RPGs,
Yeah.
but all the ones that I've played don't have like multiplayer. So
What's
it's
your
like,
favorite horde game type game?
game type game? I don't know, like waves or like.
No, like your favorite game that has, or your favorite horde mode in a game. What game?
I like Gears of War 2s personally,
Man. I have to think about it.
but Gears of
Well,
War 3 or
like-
Judgment.
Trying to there's a game that I used to play a lot, and it had like I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
We'll wait.
I'll wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. You wait for me.
Ah, well.
So what did those shirts say, Dan?
The shirts.
Yeah, because we were just waiting for you to find those.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
was like
really
10
it?
minutes ago.
Yeah. I'll put the picture up when I'm having this
Same.
right here. So I think my favorite one that Lauren made was I Heart the Rippin' and the Terran.
Oh my god, that's
It's-
so funny.
Funny.
The ripping and the tearing.
The ripping and the tearing.
And then there's this, I don't know what that is. It's a guy with like, fuck if I know, really.
That's
I don't
the
know.
ripping and the tearing guy.
Rippin' and the
Yeah.
Terran guy.
Have you not seen the video?
Never.
Oh my god.
You don't get it?
Oh.
No, but it's still funny.
Oh god.
And then the
Then
sweatshirt.
We
the
have some
chilling out,
YouTube
maxing,
history
relaxing,
to
all
go
cool
over.
and all. Shirt. It has like two bodybuilder guys on either side. Pot leaf on one side of the glasses and a goat on the other. Birthday girl, you will never sit with us. And what would you call that other one?
Dominatrix with a
Dominatrix with a hammer and
Oh.
sickle.
yeah.
Communist dominatrix, I guess, is what's on that shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I didn't get a picture of the back, but
Yeah.
Oh my
Back
god.
had like a tie on it.
Yeah, there's a tie on the back of the shirt.
yeah.
So yeah, when I was making these shirts, I looked for Fallout stuff, and there's a picture of Pip-Boy with the mob hat and the MSG.
And at this point, it was probably like 2 in the
It was
morning.
somewhere in the morning.
And I was looking at it and I was like, hey, look, it's Fallout Boy.
No, like the top of the shirt says "I Heart," and then under
Yeah.
under it I put the
Vault Boy
Vault
from
Boy.
Fallout.
And I was like, I love Fallout Boy.
I love Fallout Boy.
And everyone was talking about like I don't know, like someone's like I love like
the ripping and the tearing.
yeah, and then
Pelican.
it was, and then some video game references, and then Pelican was like, "I heart Fallout Boy," and I'm sitting there in the other room playing Skyrim on my laptop. I'm like, I do too, but I mean,
There was another problem that happened with that. It caught me so off guard while I was
he
drinking.
puked.
I ended
Oh, yeah.
up coughing,
And
and it went out my nose, and then I puked
He
because
pulled
of
the
it.
Jacob.
That was awesome.
He pulled the Jacob.
It was like a cat was shoved in Jacob's face.
yeah. When I have a cat
Daniel
allergy.
pukes every time a cat's shoved in Jacob's face.
What a weird connection.
I have a cat allergy, so Dan has a lot of cats, and sometimes when cats
3.
are around, that's a lot of cats to me. And sometimes when there's a lot of cat dandruff down here, like
Cats don't come down here.
yeah, anymore.
Or if I don't want you here, I'll just like sleep with my cats.
Yeah. But sometimes like, and then I cough a lot, and like the second time I was over here, I think I was coughing and coughing,
Gag reflex activated.
and I puked.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
That was,
Actually, not really.
Jacob coughing so hard that he puked
Yeah.
is fun. According to Dan.
Anyways, yeah, I think the best horde mode is probably Gears because like it's got
They
so many
basically-
enemy types in it
to me, that's
that
like
you can have boss waves.
That's the
And
go-to.
that's like one of the cool things about having a horde mode like that is the
yeah.
possibility of having boss waves. But if you look at like Halo, their enemy type is like so limited that you don't actually get boss waves. You just get strong enemy waves.
Hunters, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like. In Halo 3, they did have one kind of boss at the end, and it's not a spoiler. Go back to 2007 to play Halo 3. But 343 Guilty Spark ends up like getting angry at the chief
That's
And
not
that's
really
the-
a
That's
boss at
kind of
all.
a boss fight.
Not really. You're like laser,
Sure.
I win.
Basically.
Pretty much.
And even on legendary, it's really easy because all he
Yeah.
does is like push you.
I got killed by him
Yeah.
once because he pushed me off the edge.
Yeah, that's what he's
asshole.
trying to do. It's really easy to
And
kill
for
him.
me, I feel like Gears 2 is like the go-to, or like the OG horde mode.
Yeah.
That like when you think of horde mode, you think of Gears 2.
Yeah, that was. I
Gears
think
of War 2.
I
Calling
think
it Gears.
there was one map though that it was like Blood Drive. I think is the name of it. It's been a really long time.
Okay.
But that was like
I
my
remember
favorite
that.
map there.
Well, all right, I remember that game. So it was Baldur's Gate, the original, and it was the Labyrinth. That was my favorite horde mode because you were playing as, I can't remember his name, but he wasn't a character in that game, and you were fighting off. You were in a temple, and there was enemies coming at you, and you had to survive. It was just
Yeah.
it was a horde mode. And it was just there's just waves after waves.
Yeah.
and you had
And then there's always like the classic zombie wave horde mode.
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
games.
That
I'm sorry.
I was trying to avoid that.
Yeah. Nobody really likes those because they're all the same.
Yeah. If there was some variation, yeah. But really, it's just shoot in the head. Shoot in the head.
Pretty much.
You're being
And,
charged the whole time, so it's not really fun.
Yeah.
I like when I don't like a horde mode to be like endless, but I like it to have a really long lifespan, like like a long limit, like wave 70, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that I don't think that the Baldur's Gate Labyrinth had an end. I think you played till you died.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That makes sense because it was a pretty cool game.
Yeah, but I
It
don't
was-
know
it was-
anybody that would just go through or go all the way to level 50 in Gears of War
I know
just
people
with
that would.
one life,
I know people that would.
or that have.
That have probably not, but would attempt multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Into it.
I would
actually.
attempt it,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't.
I tried. I did the Gears of 2 level 50. On that there's the map that has like the hole in the ground in the very middle, and then like the 4 buildings.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I
remember
don't
that.
remember
map.
what that map's called. Pitfall or something.
Something along those lines.
Anyway, yeah, that's the
Emergence
map
or
that's the
something.
map that I did that on. And then I really like the horde mode in Splinter Cell Blacklist, but
That's true. That was a good one.
I wish it was longer. I know it gets really hard towards the end, but if it was longer, then that'd be like amazing.
Yeah, something I don't get is like, why can't you just like do an endless mode in those type games, or like set
Yeah.
how many waves you want?
Yeah.
Huh.
To be honest, I never really got into the Gears of War series at all.
Yeah, me either, really.
Like I've played like
I
a
had
mission
1 and
in
2,
each.
and I still have 1.
I basically just played through 3, and I played like a mission on 1, and that was the first mission. So I basically did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is.
So, trying to think of any other games related topics we had.
The horde mode.
So if we were all to make a game together, it would be an open sandbox.
I wouldn't play it.
It would be an open sandbox type game that is most likely third person. And it contains some type of horde mode.
I wouldn't play it.
No, that sounds terrible. No,
I mean,
no, it doesn't sound that bad actually.
I wouldn't
It sounds
play
like Gears of War. No, except for the open world part.
I mean,
What do you mean?
I'm trying to. I'm
Go
trying
on.
to
What are you
phrase this-
trying to mean?
I'm trying to me. I'm trying to phrase this question in my head before I say it out loud because it'll sound really stupid if I.
Just be stupid. I do it all the time.
I don't want to be Dan though. So if we were, like, what would be the perfect, like, if you could design a video game, what would you do?
Multiplayer.
Well,
Like, what type of style? What would be your video game?
What type of style?
Like, genre.
Uh,
side scroller.
You'd really do a platformer?
Daniel.
Daniel sucks
Daniel
at
making a
platformer.
platformer.
Yeah, I'm not good at
I
platformers.
I don't know, man. I probably want to do a game type that is an RPG that is third person, and it's probably gonna be using like sword fighting type style of game.
So like hack and slash.
Yeah,
I
and
uh,
but I also want it to be like have stuff like kind of like Forge in Halo and kind of like theater mode in Halo and stuff like that. Because like I like those things because I like machinimas and I'd like to make them and stuff.
Okay.
So you agree that powers in a video game make the character a little bit more interesting sometimes,
What
or
do you mean
a lot
by
of the times?
powers?
Like in Corvo's case, it's the Mark of the Outsider that he uses to get the magic or whatever to do blink, teleport,
I don't
and
know.
stuff.
I didn't
or
say that at
Master
all.
Chief's. No, I'm asking a question. Do you
I
guys
was.
agree?
You're like.
Dave's
Right.
like, so you agree?
But it was a questioning.
That's
No,
not a question.
that's not a question. If you say
Do you guys agree that something like a magical power or whatever attached to a character makes that character a little bit more interesting? I forgot where I was going with this because whatever.
I
the
mean,
fuck.
Do you like magic in games in your characters?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the time, like when you have like a character that can do magic, that the magic can be a little bit overpowering. Like
Yeah,
It's
like game developers can like
You
like-
go too far with
you
it
can run
really easily.
pretty much forever with it.
I remember Baldur's Gate. I love this game.
I can tell.
Yeah,
He talked about it twice. He
my-
loves it.
it's my childhood. I played the shit out of this game, but there's like spells that you can do.
Yeah.
It's like meteor shower.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead around you, and you're just chilling.
Yeah, that's like the classic annihilation
Should
move
be-
is like
Meteor
meteor.
shower, and then like, I mean, one thing I like about the Witcher series, I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but like they're talking is like, and the magic's different than other game series. It's less, it's more of a
Support?
tactical move.
Yeah.
It's less of a large
Okay.
amounts of arcane power.
Yeah.
It's just duh.
Yeah, I do like that. That's
I feel like
there has to be a balance.
see if it's like a old timey game or whatever.
Old timey.
2 gens ago.
I like having the idea of magic in the game and me being able to turn that down because that's just not my play style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. Someone will probably use that.
Okay.
Destiny.
Good for them.
Vehicles in a game.
What?
What
Vehicles in a game. Yes.
Depends
or no?
on the game. I like
Yeah.
vehicles in games generally.
I would say yes. Like no matter what the game type is, yes.
Gears of War, I
Side
don't see it
scrollers.
fitting.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yoshi counts.
Hey. Do you consider horses to be vehicles?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Because
I also consider Da Vinci's
flying
War-
machine.
war machines.
I
Like
don't
the
know,
tank.
man. I don't think I want a
That was
vehicle.
really, really hard to fucking drive.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
want
know.
a vehicle in Fallout. You know?
Yeah, you'd probably just get killed immediately with it.
Or you want to be able to take it anywhere because the terrain is like.
Yeah, there's a lot of mods for cars in Fallout on PC, and I'd like.
I'd rather
Oh,
not.
I know you guys don't play PC games very much.
Yeah.
I'll probably be playing more and more.
Yeah, because you got a nice tower. I would
Thanks.
be playing the shit out of PC games right now. But there's modding communities are huge.
Yeah, I didn't actually
Huge.
realize how expansive they were.
Huge. Skyrim has one of the biggest modding communities for PC. Like the Steam community, they have like
50% of it's porn.
yeah,
That
but
wouldn't be
like
surprising.
Another
Click this mod to
50% is
install
cheese
tentacles.
but like there's like favorites of all time, and it's just like these really well done, really graphically enhancing mods. Like, and
Yeah, there's some really cool ones that they
Like-
put out.
like on my laptop I have like mods. I like Player Homes wmods that they put out just because they're like, oh yeah, this is cool. Lord, are you fapping?
Yeah.
Where's our Geo crystals, man?
Oh god.
Anyways.
Alright.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
Mods. I'm not a fan of mods. moving on.
Yay.
That's my input on mods.
Mods, not a fan. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
The question I asked earlier, if you could design a video game, wasn't just directed at Pelican.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that answered
If you
that.
could, what a video game now?
If you could design a video game,
I would
like-
probably
be your own, like, if you could be the creative director.
choice and customization are like the most important thing. So it'd be, you could go in between first person and third person, where you could see like what you have
See, I
as
don't
your armor
like
and
that.
stuff.
I don't like that at all.
don't like
and
what?
that's what
I'm sorry. I
the
didn't hear
Elder
what he said.
Scrolls does.
What did he say?
You can switch in between first person and third person.
Yeah, because usually
Oh,
it's
that.
geared towards one of the two.
Yeah.
The game is
It's-
geared towards one of the
And
two.
it's geared to first person.
Usually first person.
It is,
So-
but you can
And then
still
you go into
see
third
the back.
person and you look retarded.
But
Yeah,
can
'cause
see-
you're like, alright.
you can see your character, and that's what's cool about it.
When you go into third
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
person,
point of
duck walk.
customization if you can't even see the armor you're wearing?
Then just make it third person.
Yeah, I mean,
But
It
I want
depends
a
on the
first-person
genre, though.
perspective.
Like
I don't want to ever shoot a bow from fucking
third
Third
person,
person.
it sucks.
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
It
Yeah,
depends
I'm
on
pretty
what
sure.
you're doing.
I don't ever
That's
want
really
to
Because
shoot
you're
a bow
thinking of
first
shooting a
person.
bow in first person. If you shoot a bow from third person, all you gotta do is have like snapping.
Granted, Assassin's Creed 4 did it pretty well with the flintlock pistols and stuff, to where it's kind of like a zoomed-in third-person shot.
okay, I play a game called Warframe online, and it's third person, and it's a shooter. So, and it's kind of like that dropped down to the right, just
Right
behind
angle.
you
Yeah.
view, and has the little what's it called,
Target.
target thing. I don't remember what it's
So
called.
kind of like Gears of War, crosshair.
Crosshair.
Crosshair, yeah, the crosshair.
Crosshairs, reticle,
Yeah.
whatever.
And I played the crap out of that game, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
It's just, and going back to Baldur's Gate, we're just gonna talk about that today.
Baldur's Gate.
I
I don't even know what that is, but I'm assuming it's an RPG.
it's an RPG.
Yeah,
It's my
Point Lauren.
it's not surprising, but go
yeah.
on.
I mean, I play a lot of RPGs. It has it's kind of like a third person view, but it's not the. It's kind of like it's like a mix between
It's
behind
second
view
person.
and
Top view.
top view. Is kind of like an angle, and it follows you around
Yeah.
like this. And you do archery like that,
Yeah.
and it's not like
Bad.
nah.
There are certain ways you can get around
I'm worried
first
about
person for certain games.
I'm worried about driving camera views. The camera. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when I play GTA 5 and I'm driving a car, I always have it all the way zoomed out because I like to know what's around me. So third person car, and I play like. I don't like the angle of the camera that much, so I like to have it a little more up than where it naturally settles. And when I'm playing and I'm driving, I'll have the right stick up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I'll be holding it up just enough to where I'm in that comfort zone of like this is
Yeah.
where I like my
You
camera.
can see everything on your car.
Where I see like it's just more elevated than where it
Yeah.
naturally sits.
He sees back like 2 feet. It's like no fender benders here.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's like so close though. Like I wish they could have just. I don't know.
Oh, also, if I'm gonna make like a third-person RPG, it's gonna be like open world, and you're gonna be like mostly doing sword fighting. I don't want it to be like kind of like where you just like click and then they attack, or you like
Oh yeah.
click like
Those-
abilities and they do that ability. Like I don't like those. I like actually like having to control the character during the whole fight.
I understand that. I played both types. 'cause
Speaking of something like that,
I just like those better.
I am excited for a little bit at least for Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game looks cool.
Okay.
do you know anything about it? Because I've not read anything about it.
Basically, you take place of this ranger who used to work on the Wall of Mordor before, like, I'm guessing it's before Bilbo got the ring? I don't know exactly.
I think this might be before the first war
Yeah.
on Mordor.
Yeah.
Okay, it might be. I don't know.
It might be like
because I know the point of the game is that you somehow get wraith powers,
Mhm.
and then you use those to lead an orc army to march on Mordor.
Or you can, but you're just trying to like get revenge on the people who, or the orcs who did crap to you.
Or
So-
something like that.
So it's probably like
So I would imagine it's during the time of the First War and not...
or before.
yeah.
I actually don't
During
know
the
the
Second Age.
timeline so much with.
Yeah. What's that? There's a game. It's like, it's a Lord of the Rings game. It's a turn-based.
Oh, I don't know for sure. I have one that's like that, but I don't know for sure if that's the one you're talking about. It's Lord of the Rings: The Third Age.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I wasn't sure though.
It's pretty good. Like, it's a turn-based Lord of the Rings game, but you play characters that aren't the main characters of the timeline.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Like, I wish they came out with more.
Yeah. I was
The only
thinking.
bad thing is there's, like, really sucky characters that you have to have on your team.
Because they're important to the story.
Yeah, and it's like, this fucking character sucks. And then later in the story, it's like, you have to use them during certain parts, and it's like, they fucking suck.
Yeah. That's like. Yeah, I know what you're talking
You're
about.
like, there's this one chick you get, and she uses dual-wield short axes.
Mhm.
She can't hit shit.
No.
Like, literally, she can't hit shit. Like, you could put...
Is there shit in there for her to hit?
Yeah, like, you can... Like, enemies, orcs, whatever. You could put, like, all your skill points for her into, like, percentage of hitting somebody, and she would still miss half the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's so weak that she just dies immediately.
Yeah. It's.
Well, that sucks.
It does. And then you have to fight the Wraith King. You have to fight him as one of the bosses, and you have to use all your chicks, because you can't do damage with the guys.
Yeah.
Dude, I glitched it when I was playing that boss, because, like, you get this special meter for just, like, playing the game that, like, fills up, and then you can do, like, one special attack, and it, like, drains the meter.
Mhm.
And I did this attack that did light damage to him, and for some reason it stunned him, and he couldn't attack the rest of the battle, and I was like, sweet. Just killed him.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose in between like one specific playstyle for a like an RPG, like swords, bows, battle axes, two-handed stuff or whatever,
Yeah.
like what style would you choose out
What
of
style
that?
would I choose?
Yeah.
It depends on, like, whether or not it's balanced. Like, is bow fighting, like, just as good as fighting with a sword?
It'd probably be balanced.
Because
I'd
I've played
assume.
games where bow fighting absolutely sucks shit compared to using a sword.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Let's say
assume
it's-
it's balanced.
Assuming it's balanced.
Assuming
This
it's
is a hypothetical anyway.
assuming
so.
it's balanced, I would probably either go with
It's
a
just-
bow or a dual wield sword.
So for me, that's a hard question because
I'd probably go dual wield swords.
personally, if it was like if I had to,
Like you get to make your character in whatever way you want, but it has to have like one certain specific playstyle that you go for.
like, when I play like Skyrim or Oblivion or any game like that, I'm usually the one that has a sword and also uses a bow a lot. I just toggle between them, so it's kind of hard for me to.
For some reason, I thought you were the guy who was like battle mage and two-handed dude. That's what I thought
really-
last time you were talking to us about this.
No, that's for speedruns in Oblivion.
Oh.
I go with battle mages because
They can speedrun.
yeah, they can speedrun.
Because magic is way more powerful, because they went way out there with magic.
So you just fuck
Yeah.
shit up. But when I play by myself, I usually archery. Sometimes I decide to go with a battle mage just because I like playing.
If you don't know, they're just like piecing each other.
No.
That's not what that
the-
is.
It's the
We're flipping each other
yeah,
off.
the
If
British
you're-
version. Yep, longbowman.
Yeah.
So, bows. Next question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
I don't know.
like.
Like, I would normally do that if I'm by
Yeah, like
myself,
style.
but if I'm, like, in a position where I'm, like, playing with a team of people,
You have to
I'd
be an
like
individual character.
Oh.
Just as an
Oh,
individual
fine.
character,
Okay, then I
what
won't
would you
tell
be?
what I was gonna say. Fine.
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Go on with what you were
As
saying because
opposed
I
to
was
you were
actually
in a
interested in what you were
If
saying.
I was in a team, and, like, everybody else was... If you guys were playing what you wanted to play, like, being an archer or a two-handed person, then I would play the support class. because I just like to do that when I'm in a team, because I feel like everybody gets to be involved then, and we don't get our asses kicked.
That's why you're
all
gonna
the
be
time.
the Titan in Destiny with the whole shield thing.
Yeah, I might switch to the Warlock though.
I don't know.
Yeah, the
man.
Warlock
about
seems
Like it's looking better.
the Warlock seems like the best character. During the beta, they had those specials. The one thing that was really cool about the Hunters with the golden gun is that it's long range. You could choose the 3 targets you're gonna kill. With the Titan, there was that like ground pound sort of thing.
Yep.
That just seemed like a shittier version of the Warlock's throw thing.
It is. It
Because
really is.
it's just like you have this one area, but if you're the Warlock, you can throw it a distance.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to be right there to do
Yeah,
it.
and you don't see that one getting better unless you get it upgraded to the point where you can actually do like the dive attack with it. Because when you do the dive attack with it, you go like super fast, and if you jump high enough in the air, you can cover like a huge amount of distance with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some.
So unless you get it upgraded, the Warlock's grenade super is like pretty much just as good.
Bungie
Yeah.
released a new trailer for their Crucible
Multiplayer.
stuff, their multiplayer stuff, and there was the one like kind of like where the Titan just goes down
Yeah.
at an angle.
Yeah, that's
It's awesome. It looks cool anyway.
yeah.
It looks way better than what they had already.
So, shit.
All right then.
Well,
Shit.
So
Solid
like,
input.
with bows. Out of the 3 options, there's the warrior, the mage, the
Sneak.
the sneak. Yeah, the sneak.
So the 4 archetypes: the warrior, the sneaky dude, the magic guy, and the support class.
Yeah.
There's
Um,
like healer.
I always if it like I always do the bow one, the sneaky one, even if it's like the worst, the weakest, the least powerful. That's
Because
just
that's the one that I'm most
I don't
comfortable
know.
with.
That's just the one I do. And if that class sucks, then I
Stop
come out
playing.
not liking the game because I'm like, well, they should have balanced it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
all.
I played the first Dragon Age, and it's like that. Like you can't do archery in that game.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible. If you do archery, you have to depend totally on your other people in your team, which you can't really control as good as your main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same thing in Dragon Age 2.
Yeah.
I realized Dragon Age 2 has nothing to do, almost nothing to do with Dragon Age 1.
Other than the
Yeah,
title.
I know they completely changed it.
It was weird.
And the new Dragon Age is coming out soon.
The first Dragon
Inquisition,
Age kind of like turned me off for the series. I
Well-
didn't really like the playing
Okay.
through it. It was kind of boring for me.
Yeah. Dragon Age 2 has a different playstyle than... Stop fapping.
Like,
Lauren.
isn't it a lot more magic focused?
It's a lot more... Well, there's like this whole strife over magic, and you're just in there after... Lauren!
You gotta charge the JO.
we're not all...
Okay.
Stop jerking it.
So yeah, if I could make a game, I didn't answer that
If you
question.
were
Yeah,
a
by the way.
boy.
Oh god. If I could make the game, I would make my idea of what a perfect game is. That being said,
You wouldn't
I
make
can-
a game.
no, I can tell all of the types of things that would be in it,
Archers only.
and the style wouldn't really matter. I wouldn't pick a style because I like all kinds of styles. But so it'd be this big sandbox game with a good story,
Would it be like?
first person.
Would it be like?
It'd be like the-
cities, or would it just be like nothing? Sandbox.
That's totally style
It'd be the ideal version of D&D.
based. No.
Cities for Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
Actually, when you're playing D&D, you do want cities in there, because they...
Well, yeah, I mean, but I'm talking like.
Not
whatever,
turn-based,
screw
but
it. Just go,
Just
Lauren.
something
Go
cool.
with your story.
So first person, good story, sandbox, huge. But it's not like the shitty thing they do where they're like, If you walk through this gate, then you're into this section of the sandbox, and there's a loading screen.
Oh.
No, it's all just a big fucking sandbox.
You know how long it'd take to...
Not that long.
I don't fucking care.
There's
It's a
loads.
fantasy
It's just
question,
loads
dude.
the area you're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fancy question, bro. Anyway, this thing. It's big.
This thing.
It's
What is
big.
this thing?
There's lots of side things
To do.
just
Side quests.
sprinkled about.
Lots of stuff not connected to the main story.
Yes. Lots. There's specific co-op missions for like 2 people,
Yeah.
and then there's multiplayer.
Yeah.
There's creator
Yeah.
and a horde mode.
Cool.
And so everyone's world is like the same, but you can like join your friends, maybe like 16 to a server, and
That seems small for an open world
maybe
like
like
that.
48 billion to a server.
48 billion to
How's
a
that?
server.
Wow, we're gonna have to look for some new people.
So you can
Stop
privatize it if
highlighting
you
that.
want, doesn't matter. Loads of customization, and not like, I guess there would be okay, yeah, so there has to be a very specific main character,
Yeah.
because I know there's the different games where like you can customize your character and make it your own main character.
Yeah.
I don't want that for this game. But as soon as your friends join, all the single player stuff just
Yeah.
goes off the map.
Yeah.
It's not accessible, and you turn into your multiplayer character.
Alright.
And I think that's what I want.
Yeah, different multiplayer characters than the main story character. But that's...
Because I don't want any more games
It depends
like
on...
Watch Dogs, what they do with multiplayer. I don't know why that just pisses me off so much.
I see what you're saying, but that really depends on how the single player character is defined. Like, if you're defined like you are in Skyrim, as you are what you want to be, like you create who you are, you're not just random Aiden, you're a strict one person. If you can customize that completely, I see no problem with carrying over single player to multiplayer.
I don't want that, because you're still the same person.
Yeah,
Figuratively.
yeah,
If you're speaking.
okay,
Yeah, I don't like that.
okay.
I don't like-
I can understand that at least.
Because that's like in Watch Dogs when everyone is Aiden.
Yeah, on your
No
screen
one
you're
is
Aiden.
And then, yeah, I that's
That's the least favorite
infuriates
thing
me.
that
I don't know why.
That's probably how Assassin's Creed Unity is gonna be.
I really hope it's not.
Yeah, me too. So...
Pretty sure that's how it is.
Probably.
Have you answered this question, Dan?
So the only one
Go
that's the only games that I see that are stepping in that direction of what I want so far is Far Cry 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
they should add multiplayer to Fallout
ideal
and
game?
The Sims.
Yeah, it's ideal. What if you could create a game? What would it be?
Well, obviously, huge open world, a main storyline, bunch of other side missions and stuff. Good customization, obviously.
Well, hello, Lauren.
No, there has to be. And I'm going into
Has
the realm of like fantasy
Yeah.
style stuff, not like
So,
guns and
first
shit.
person or third person?
It'd probably be third person, unless make a decision at the beginning of the game whether or not to stick with one or the other. But it depends and it changes and shit. It's up to you.
What?
Fuck, I don't care. I don't care either way is my problem.
I do because the combat
The
has
combat
to
sucks.
change depending on whether
Yeah.
it's third or first person.
It's if you're using ranged combat, it definitely needs to be first.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it?
Generally, yes.
Does it?
In my opinion, yes.
I'm staying out of this because I
I'm just kidding. Just go.
But if you're using swords and stuff, it's a lot cooler sometimes to see the animations of your character. And it's basically dependent on how you play.
Lauren's biting his dick.
Lauren,
Yep.
you're
My
very
bad.
flexible. I commend you.
Okay. So, are you finished with this
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
There's not much more to say. It
Since
has to be a good game.
Good game.
GG.
A
GG.
bunch of different types of enemies, though. It has to be a bunch of different
Okay.
enemies.
So,
Yeah, enemies. I didn't actually even say anything about enemies on the game that I
Dude,
made.
yeah, I think if you're gonna do a first-person game, there has to be like boss enemies and not just like general enemies.
No.
Like in Halo, they don't have like any kind of like big boss type enemies. They just have general enemies.
And
Yeah, I don't like
hunters
that. Hunters are hardly
and
bosses.
scarabs.
Scarabs are closer to bosses than anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're
But they're
freaking
pretty
really
easy.
easy to kill.
And not alive.
yeah, they are. They're hunters, basically.
Scarabs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're not alive.
But you have to shoot them in the back, and they have a giant green cannon.
Yeah.
But they're not alive.
Okay.
Are worms alive?
Yeah?
Then hunters are alive, technically.
I don't fucking know.
Why does it matter whether it's alive or not?
I'm not talking about hunters. I'm talking about scarabs.
Scarabs are the same thing as hunters.
Scarabs aren't alive.
Why does it matter
Scarabs
whether they're
are the
alive
same
or
thing.
not?
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying. Super
Scarabs,
Saiyan.
like
It's
the
just
things
It
that
Super
doesn't
Saiyan.
fucking matter.
I don't know why we're getting into this discussion.
Whatever.
So, I'm gonna talk about my ideal video game.
And we're out of time.
Oh, fuck you.
no.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
No.
Don't be a dick.
Ow.
Mine would be a sandbox game. Would be RPG. Probably set in a mythic medieval era. With low damage magic. More geared towards a warrior class than a sneaky class.
So unbalanced.
I'm not saying unbalanced. I'm just saying more geared. Like the story is more geared.
Ah.
There's gonna be, and there's
How's that not unbalanced?
Yeah, that does seem unbalanced.
okay. You guys aren't letting me finish what I'm trying to say. And there's a different like you can choose the path you want to go on.
Like dark evil
Or
or good happiness
No, like
or good sadness or dark evil chaotic fun.
kind of like
Jamba Juice.
kind of like in D&D.
What?
Yes, Jamba Juice. I think I want a dark evil type smoothie.
Kind of like in D&D, like have a chaotic neutral or like that type of style.
Yeah.
Like, and you choose that path to go on, and you can, and it's more geared towards your character, is what I'm trying to say. Like your character class, and then large amounts of story, and I want large amounts of stories, but I don't want them to be short. I want them to actually progress, and after you finish them, still have like stuff that you do,
Yeah.
and not just like the same 4 contracts like in
The Dark Brotherhood, especially.
Dark Brotherhood Skyrim. You're just killing the same guy over and over again, and it's kind of boring. I mean, just kind of like expanding.
If you want gold, you just do it.
Yeah. And I want it to, like, I want your story to affect everything in the game. Like, if there's a siege on a town, I want that town to actually show,
Like
Someone did
burn
to burn.
around.
like,
Someone
if
did
like,
to
if you, and if they're talking about rebuilding the city,
It'll
Uh,
actually like you can see it be being built.
like, after a certain point in the game, the city will be built. Like,
There was a mod in Oblivion. Sorry to interrupt
yeah,
you.
but like,
There's a lot
that's
of
what I was
mods.
thinking, because like in Oblivion, you're just like,
Kvatch never gets rebuilt.
yeah, Kvatch never gets rebuilt, even when you finish the main storyline. It's just like
Like we'll rebuild it. No, you won't.
you won't. You'll just let it sit there. That always bugged me. So like actual like if like something's being talked about, it'll actually happen, type of
Yeah.
thing.
Like in Fable, where if you chose whether or not to invest in certain things, certain events wouldn't happen.
Yep.
But have it more be like more of a constant every
So I got Fable.
place or
out of
every
what
item
you
in the
said.
world type thing.
Yeah.
I want it to be more open world than that though, and I don't want
Unless
it to be third
pass.
person. I want it to be first person. And that's pretty much.
I play Skyrim like first
I
person,
got Destiny out of that.
where there was no guns in that.
Out of Jacob's
Yeah.
I don't know how you
first
got.
person mythic medieval era
What was
with
like
towns that can be destroyed and rebuilt.
same
Focus more on being a warrior.
Same futuristic Destiny. And I still don't understand how that's not like unbalanced if it's geared towards.
Okay, I changed what I had said.
Oh.
No, you didn't know.
I explained that
Oh.
I changed the idea that you choose your path,
Okay, that makes
and
more sense.
then you
Alright.
geared more towards that the players.
I thought that was more
path
towards
decides
like,
whether you're good or
allegiance and
bad
stuff.
or something.
yeah, and
Nice cape.
I
Thank
don't
you.
want to. I don't want to have something at the end of the game if
Whereas-
it's going to be a serious like that.
I never.
If you choose to do something, it would have an effect on the next game,
like Mass Effect,
or like
where you can load your character from the previous Mass Effects, and that affects
Yeah.
certain
or
It
like
affects
in the
how
game.
Skyrim
mass.
has the Civil War going on.
Yeah,
I feel like that's gonna be troublesome in future games because of the.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, in like the story, it's gonna be like.
At the
well,
very beginning,
when the
they're gonna be like,
Stormcloaks
pick
won
who
this
won. Pick who won.
and, like, pick
actually, that'd be cool.
But
You could
actually,
pick who won, and then that affects certain stuff in the game.
if I'm not mistaken, at the very end of like either one of the main quest lines for the like either faction, it's saying that we haven't quite won this war, but we're definitely well on our way to. I mean, like
I
guess you
just
kill-
built beat the Imperial side of it because I was a Wood Elf and I think that the Stormcloaks are really racist.
Yeah, they are,
So I just like fuck them and
and they're
they're
Tai Chi.
I'm always a wood elf too, but I sided with the Stormcloaks because I got more light armor stuff out of it.
yeah. I didn't use any of their shit, the Imperial shit. I just used my own, and I decided that and I just wiped their shit out, and it was like, yeah, and everyone should be going home now because there's no real rallying cry.
Oh, and also they didn't try to murder me, so I sided with the Stormcloaks.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's how I started first, but I wanted to go through and try to see what it was like on the other end.
Well,
Nope.
Nope,
Nuh-uh.
nope.
So in my game though, at the end, that's
you wake up and it's all a dream.
no.
And everyone
in
dies.
the end,
It
It
doesn't
doesn't really matter.
no, it's not fucking over.
Okay,
Keep playing the game once you beat the storyline.
so it doesn't end like
You have to start a new story every
Hold it.
goddamn time you want to hop on the fucking.
Game. Yeah. I think I agree with that.
That's the one flaw I ever found in Fallout. Was
Yeah.
once the game was over, it was like revert to last day.
I would definitely want to include a thing to where, like, in Skyrim, no matter what you start out as the Dragonborn, and those abilities are cool, but, like, what if you're just normal person?
Mods.
Yeah,
There's
I like
mods. There's alternate start mods where you start as an alternate player every time.
That's awesome.
So
if you're like the
So you
corn
see the
farmer of
Dragonborn's
Roar
head go-
instead.
sometimes,
And no dragon showed up.
yeah. Just.
That'd be funny if you just spawned in as like
You spawned in as old.
As the
you're,
executioner.
no, you're
Yeah.
a Stormcloak soldier, and you
Spawn
just
in as-
watch the Dragonborn go up and get executed, and you're like, oh, well, shit.
Spawn is the guy who's taking his name. Why are you changing? What the fuck?
What's wrong with your face? I just asked for your name, and now you're morphing and changing into 40 different things.
No.
What is wrong with you?
It doesn't start you there. It usually starts you like, and you have
Whiterun?
you have the abilities of the Dragonborn. You just don't do the main storyline. You can do the main storyline, but it just is weird. You're just like a friend of mine in Lawrence, Chase. Well, I guess a friend of almost all of ours.
Nation member Chase.
Nation member Chase. He has a mod, and he's like, oh yeah, I was a witch hunter. I started as a witch hunter, and I went and hunted necromancers, but he used magic because it was like a randomized.
Yeah.
Your style was predetermined too.
Yeah.
Just because I used magic doesn't mean I'm a witch. God.
Hunting.
Yeah.
So I think that is the end of this episode.
Unless
or
any of you
podcast.
have any like doubts
Um,
about ending it.
Anybody have any weird dreams lately?
Yes.
Dan did. Tell that.
I don't remember actually.
Okay,
well, then that's the end of the podcast.
So I'm gonna say one thing before we're over.
Is it
If
Dr.
you
Cuban?
no, if you want to explain what your video game would be, you can start a discussion on our Facebook fan page.
Fan page.
Pan page. We
Fan
we sell
page.
pans.
Our
Butts.
fan page, and we might join the discussion with you.
So cocaine and cocaine accessories.
Yeah, at our cocaine accessory store.
Well, thank you if you got this far.
and start talking.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Jacob.